Hey guys, welcome back to Think Beautiful, the channel where I talk all things Harry and Meghan Markle. And in today's episode, is Harry getting a step closer to getting approval for his armed security in the UK? Because it seems as though he is about to be reviewed. Oh, wow. So we're going to get to that. That is going to really make you angry, let me tell you. So put down your hot beverages while I read through that section. But before we even get to that, we have to pivot back to the other one. Yes, the other one is Meghan Markle, the illiterate one, because she is struggling to figure out which hospital, allegedly, that her dad is in. Meghan Markle calling hospitals in the Philippines to try and contact her dad after Thomas had leg amputated. So she is crazy busy, apparently. I mean, I don't believe this for a second, but she can't figure out which hospital her dad is in. So she's doing a ring around. Freaking ring around the rosy. So this is the picture we saw taken by a Daily Mail journalist who is very close to Thomas. That is Caroline Graham. Now she found it fine. She headed over there immediately in like 22 hours and was by his bedside. So Meghan probably just needs to learn a few little tricks. And I feel like I've done enough sleuthing over my time on the internet, and I'm going to give her some clues as to how she could possibly figure out where he is if she is too stupid to even figure it out herself. So the first clue, and guys, I know you're going to know these, but let's just pretend that Meghan is listening because I feel like she needs some help. The first clue, Meghan, is actually really easy. It's just right in front of you. Now, can you see that, Meghan? You can probably zoom in. It actually tells you exactly what hospital he is at. It says there UC Med. If you're not sure what that stands for, I'll tell you in a minute. But Meghan, he's basically wearing the signage in the photo. All right, I think you can figure this out. I know you're good at stalking. So I'm sure you could have spotted this, for goodness sakes. Now, Caroline Graham also wrote a piece which I covered in my other video. So Meghan, feel free to go back and watch that one as well. But she said here that he is in the intensive care unit of a teaching hospital in Cebu. A teaching hospital. That is two clues now, Meghan. I reckon you could have figured it out. But if you still don't know, darling, I understand things are hard. You've got so many balls in the air. And I don't mean to be funny, but probably some of them are Harry's as well. So there's lots going on in your life. I get it. Have you heard of ChatGPT, Meghan? I know you have. All you do is just type it in, Meghan. Which hospital in the Philippines is also known as UC Med? And it tells you straight away it's the University of Cebu Medical Center. It's right there. You will figure it out very easily if you just ask the internet. And if that is even too hard, if all of those steps have failed, Meghan, for whatever reason, I don't know, you're too busy drinking your as ever rosé, you could just straight up ask, which hospital is Thomas Markle in, ChatGPT? Just tell me the answer. And there you go, it's right there. Some sources speculate that he may be at University of Cebu Medical Center because he's wearing the gown. For goodness sakes, Meghan, I'm sure you could figure it out. This is such a joke. She knows exactly where he is. And if you're not sure, you can also Google the actual medical center and it tells you that it's a tertiary level hospital. It's here, blah, 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 blah. So Meghan, another thing you could do, rather than sending an email or doing basic ring arounds of every godforsaken place in the Philippines, why don't you whip out this thing? Okay, it's not just for Instagram. Did you know that? Fun fact, this thing can be used to make phone calls. Yeah, you don't need to do voicemails or voice text or voice notes, whatever you're doing. You can actually call people directly. And Meghan, I've done the hard yards for you because I know you're not too smart, okay? I've even got the number here for you. So there you go. Pop that into your phone. You might need to do some area codes or what have you. I'm sure your people could figure it out for you and you could get it done. Now, if you're too busy, if you're thinking about boxes and packaging and all those things, and you've been up so late at night writing emails to the kids, maybe you could just get one of your people to do it for you. Maybe whoever is working on your social media page could just stop posting this garbage for like 5 minutes. What is this? This is like some alcoholic Christmas decoration or something for people that have been drinking your stuff nonstop. They even want it on their tree. I mean, this is just putting rubbish on your tree now. That's what we're doing here. So get them to stop doing that just for a few minutes, okay? Maybe the same people are sending these emails. I don't need this many, okay? The as ever emails is just filling up my inbox, clogging this thing right up. I don't need to get these. Whoever is doing this, just stop immediately and place a call to the hospital that I've just showed you he is at. There's the number again, Megan. Just get your little lackey to do the hard yards. For goodness sake, he's waiting for your call. I mean, this is such a farce at this point. Now, I have to also say that don't forget, Meghan's little motto, and Harry, I should say, don't ever forget Harry. He's a big part of the problem. They have a motto for Archewell, and it says, show up and do good. Now, Meghan so far hasn't shown up. I'm not sure she's going to. There's going to be excuses after excuses, I feel. So while you're there, Meghan, while you're updating your Instagram and you're sending out all these emails, maybe just do a quick edit of this motto. I'm thinking something like, just cross that out, send an email, tell the media. That's probably more appropriate at this point in time. So that is my little public service announcement for Meghan Markle. I've given her all the information. There's no need to say she doesn't know where he is. Now, let's move on to the other one, the other one. This one who's always in court, he basically lives there. I'm sure he sleeps under the table in the courtroom somewhere. But we have to talk about this because this has made me pretty angry today. And I think you guys are going to feel the same. So we have this article in The Sun. Prince arming, Harry wins government review into demand for armed cops when he visits the UK, paving way for reunion between King and grandkids. He's basically holding his kids ransom and saying, I need this review or my kids can't see their grandfather. I mean, that is emotional blackmail if I ever saw it. But I do see a typo on this page. Can you spot it? Prince arming. Is that meant to be funny? That is ridiculous. It needs to say Prince alarming baldness. Surely it does. That was an easy one. They've missed the mark on that. So Prince alarming baldness is getting a review. Prince Harry has won a Home Office review of the decision to strip him of 24-hour armed police protection on visits to the UK. The U-turn could pave the way for a reunion between the King and grandkids, Archie and Lily, who live in the US. I'm not sure it means that if he gets this approved that he and the kids are going to travel. There's no way we could know that. Meghan has to okay that. I don't think she's going to. Charles last saw them in June 2022 during Queen Elizabeth II's Platinum Jubilee celebrations, but Harry has since said it's not safe for them to visit Britain. The Duke of Sussex blamed an establishment stitch-up, otherwise known as paranoia, after losing a High Court fight this year to reinstate his taxpayer-funded privilege. If I was a taxpayer living in the UK, I would not be happy. I would be writing letters immediately. I don't know who I'd be sending them to, but I'd be putting pen to paper, just like Meghan does, writing in normal writing though, not illegible calligraphy, and I'd be sending it to someone who can actually do something about this. This cannot go ahead. The taxpayers cannot pay for this. This is ridiculous. But The Sun can reveal the Home Office has now ordered a threat assessment for the first time since Harry stepped down as a working royal in 2020. Harry, who served in Afghanistan, was previously said to face the most serious risk alongside only the late Queen and the PM. But it is claimed his rating had fallen during an assessment in February 2020, meaning his automatic right to armed protection was removed. So it did fall and it was removed, and that is what happens. Those are the rules, mate. That's how it goes. But now he's getting it all reviewed. He then left for the US, where his annual security bill is estimated to run into the millions. I mean, he's there at the stadiums to see the LA Dodgers. He's in full view of everyone. I mean, I don't really think he's that concerned about security, particularly in the US. The Royal and VIP Executive Committee, or RAVEC, has now instructed its Risk Management Board to reassess his threat level for the first time in nearly 6 years. It is understood the process is already underway, with evidence taken from police, government, and Harry's team. I mean, we know what Harry's team is going to say. He needs so much security. There's all these crazies. I mean, half of them are the Sussex squad anyway. A decision is expected next month from the government body, which is overseen by the Home Office. I can't wait to see how this goes. If it rules he requires armed protection, then taxpayers would pay for it whenever he is in the UK. And trust me, if he gets this, he is going to be in the UK quite a lot. This is going to add up very, very quickly. Harry currently has to contact the Met Police 30 days before arriving in the UK for a security review on a case-by-case basis. Sources have argued that is more expensive than a few salaried armed officers on the rare occasion he does return. In May, the Home Office said it was pleased with the High Court decision not to reinstate his automatic protection. However, the California-based Duke had a whinge and claimed he did not feel safe enough to bring his family there. A spokesman for the Duke of Sussex declined to comment. That is Meredith Maines, and she has no time to comment because we just saw how busy she is trying to figure out which hospital Meghan's father is in and also trying to clean up this mess. This was the perfect image I found of Meghan. Not my fault if he didn't receive my email. I don't care. No idea. So there you go, guys. Harry, I mean, look at this guy. Honestly, thanks to the internet for putting this image out there. But Harry is about to have his risk assessment reviewed, and let's see how this goes, because if he wins this, he is going to be hated so badly by the British public because they are going to have to foot the bill for this. So this is a very bad move, in my opinion. Does he want to come back and be hated, or does he want to just come back and have his protection as he requires it on a case by case, which seems to be working so far? I don't see any issues. He was there in September. There was no trouble. But please let me know what you think. I'd love to read your comments. I'd love to know, do you think he's going to get this? Is this review going to be approved? And is Meghan ever going to figure out this hospital? Because it seems to be a very hard task over there in Montecito. They're trying to join the dots and it's just, I don't know, the math isn't mathing over there, but I'm here to help. So hopefully someone from her team watches this video and I can just sort the whole thing out for them. But guys, thank you so much for listening. Please like and subscribe, and I'll keep these videos coming. Thank you guys. Bye.